two? Oh my God, we can just start here and just go all the way across. And then, okay, yes.
What are you listening to right now?
Oh, so I have a playlist on Spotify called I Like Music More Than I Like People. And you can follow it. And every week or so I add new songs. So I recently yesterday I bought those 2 American Music Club records. I bought Damien Rice O on vinyl so I could hear it. And I bought the Prefab Sprout record, Two Wheels Good, because I keep trying to get into them. But I like music more than I like people. If you go to my Spotify page and go down, it's right there, and it's got. I was listening to it today as I walked around here because it's always good. And if something sucks, and I take it out, like after a couple of weeks of being like, this sucks. So yeah, that's it. All right, we're moving. Yeah. Favorite quote? Oh my God, you guys are fucking awesome. I'm reading all these Mary Oliver poems, and I just bought her book. She just passed, she's a poet, and I'm reading this book called Upstream. Yeah, I posted it. Yeah, she's nuts. Dude, I'm sitting in the back of the bus just losing my mind. I have a bunch of stuff that maybe I wrote it down. I wrote it down in my notebook. And I'm not sure if I wrote down this. I like videos where people fall. Got a bunch of those. It was this was a good one. And if this is lost, then let's always stay lost. Which I thought was sort of great. That was a new one that just kind of blew my mind. I was like, it's better than, because people think they're lost when really everybody else is fucking lost. Yeah.
Do you have any dad jokes?
Dad jokes?
Dad jokes?
Yeah, dude. Why'd the moron tiptoe past the medicine cabinet? He didn't want to wake up the sleeping pills.
What kind of record player do you have?
What kind of record player? I've got a couple. I've got a Techniques one at home, and then I've got that one that Aaron has in the bus down in my office. Audio Technica, which is sort of like a good travel one. That the Techniques is real, balanced and shit, and then that one that we got is sort of fun.
Last concert show you went to blew your mind.
God damn it. I bought tickets to David Byrne, and I didn't get to go because I was on tour, but that would have blown my fucking mind. Yeah. I saw Lord do a thing. I saw Prince right before he passed. That was probably the last time that I lost my mind. I cried the whole time. U2 on the Joshua Tree redo tour, I cried that whole time too. Even though they're just because there's so many powerful. I've seen them probably 70 times or 60 something times. So, but I just closed my eyes, didn't watch a thing. I was in such a bad mood, and I just closed my eyes for like 90% of the show, and it was nuts. Yeah, those are ones that blew my mind. Yeah.
Song that brings you comfort.
I mean, dude, I love music so much that it's like, I was listening to Blue. Blue's got a song called Get in the Car and Drive, and I put it on the Spotify playlist, and I just started crying to that today in the bookstore. And then there's this, let's see, there's 2 that hit me particularly hard. Get in the Car and Drive, and then there's Someone You Loved by Louis Capaldi, which is he sings a little bit overwrought for me, but then all of a sudden today for some reason I was like, whoa, like looking through the books, I was like, fuck. Yeah, oh my God, we might not have time to do another song.
Not a question, but you need to put out another live album.
Oh, I like demands. You're such a dominatrix. I'll just give you the passwords to my bank account. Step on my balls in your heels. All right, yeah.
If you weren't doing music, if you weren't doing this, what would you do?
Be a literature teacher in high school or college. Maybe not, but that's how I feel, totally.
All right, if you could collaborate with anybody dead or alive, who would it be? But you must use that 12-string Taylor band.
Oh my God, that's an incredible question. It would be absurd, the people that I want to collaborate with, because it would sound terrible, but Kanye West, a lot of hip hop, Kendrick Lamar, like Prince isn't really hip hop, he was just a genius. I would love to write songs with Smokey Robinson back in the day, when he was writing all those fucking Temptation songs. Those are so nuts. Can you imagine? Carole King, Tears of a Clown, Tracks in My Tears, Carole King sitting in the room with Carole King and her disgusting husband. I think they like each other, but he was sort of a philanderer and not awesome to her. She was, from all the books I've read. But anyway, those ones probably. Yeah, right? Sure, last one. Well, that's 3.
Not so difficult. So my human's doing a dance recital and we're doing Shoot the Child. My human.
Yeah.
So prompts, we're trying to think of what's your favorite music soundtrack?
Probably either, oh boy, that's a good question. I know I have a pretty solid answer for this. Wow, that's a really good question. I'll come back to it. Yes.
Favorite memory of Ann Arbor?
Oh, I mean, Ann Arbor's really magical. I remember getting the shit shocked out of me at the Blind Pig during a sound check. That was memorable. Didn't we do the in-store here?
Yes.
Yeah, I did an in-store here with Ingrid that was pretty I was at a pretty delusional time in my life, and that was magic at the time for me, which it isn't really very magical if you think about it in the light of day, but it was pretty great at the time. So that was, and we got in the van in the snow after eating Indian food from a hot bar, and we said goodbye to Ingrid and we drove off.
Do you think we're at the restaurant?
It's pretty magical. That was a pretty fun, I was at the height of my, I don't have the power in my life, other people do, and there's nothing like the magic of those times.
Weirdest place you were when you were inspired by a song?
Oh man, it happens all the time. Somebody like inspired by another song or to write a song?
Just something came to you and you were like, why am I here?
I mean, it happens all the time. A lot of times just walking, like on streets, but weird, I mean, I haven't had to like stop having sex to like write something down. That would be weird. Pretty normal places. You gotta kind of be, inspiration kind of shows up really, I usually just always write it down, so I just stop what I'm doing. So if I'm in the middle of making breakfast or if I'm in the middle of anything, I just stop and I make sure to write it down. My kid will be just like talking to me and I'll be like, no, hold on. So I'm sure that's gonna come up in therapy. But yeah, I don't have a good answer for that just because I don't know. But I love those questions are good, yeah.
You've done a cover EP of Def Leppard.
Yeah, I can't tell you. I have to surprise you. He asked, what is my next covers EP going to be of a metal band? And I want to surprise you. White Snake is okay. I can't surprise you on that too. Man, we went over with questions. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. We'll spin it. I gotta